and nice things. That's what I bring to the table.
So what's it like to be the first person to bring Beast Boy to life in live action?
Oh wow, you immediately.
We're going right into it.
We're going right into it. It's a trip. I said this before, and I'll say it again, but this is the reason I bring it up is because it's true. I mean, when I moved from Japan to America, Teen Titans was the first animated series that I fell in love with because the animation style was reminiscent of something I'd see back home. And Beast Boy was an example of an outsider using pop culture knowledge to assimilate to teen culture and humanity in general, because he's a green dude. Like if you saw someone green walk in here, not that we're being racist, it's just we've never seen that before. And being who I was in my elementary school, I used toys and comic books and manga and films and music to make friends, because I didn't have the ability to communicate that the other 7-year-olds, in the first grade or kindergarten had. So I had to use visual things. And
what's it like to be the light spot on such a tonally dark show?
It's so much fun, man. When we have those 14-hour, 16-hour, maybe even 18-hour shoot days, and people are covered in blood, and the set's dark, and there's just atmosphere, and I get to just be the pain in the ass and make people smile and make people laugh. And when we're going and shooting until 6 in the morning, I maintain the character, and I just try and brighten the mood. So it's awesome because when Raven and Anna are together, there's some chuckles. But when Beast Boy's introduced, there's a fuller laugh because of, I don't know, he's the butt of the joke, or he's smart and good looking and witty.
Being a Titans fan for so long, what was your initial reaction to the costume unveil when it first came out? What were your thoughts?
I think everyone's initial reaction was, why is he not green? And there is very good reason for why he's not green. He's not Beast Boy yet. To be 100% honest, he's still Garfield Logan, and Garfield Logan knows how to turn into a tiger, and he's like, cool, I'm happy with that. He lives at the Doom Patrol, and that's where he's at. He is not yet Changeling or Beast Boy. He is versed in a number of things because he lives with a very interesting family. He's had a very interesting stepfather and an interesting childhood. So he's not incompetent, but he is not who we know him to be. He'll get there.
As an Asian American or Asian character of Japanese descent on a show in a place in a culture where there's not a lot of representation of Asian in pop culture, what are your thoughts? When everybody's freaking out, oh, this isn't what I wanted or whatever.
Listen, it is what it is, man. The United States is the melting pot of the world. If we preach freedom, if we preach, chase your dreams, being inclusive, diversity, if we preach all those things, our media has to represent that, because when we show the show on Netflix overseas and it's based in America, when I was growing up, there was no face that looked like me on television. The only place I could find that was in manga or in anime, and even that, there was a little distance too, because I sit on the fence looking into 2 yards. And there are a number of biracial people in America that I think will be able to, resonate with Beast Boy simply based off of his heritage and his upbringing and kind of where he's at mentally and emotionally. It's about representation, man, and it's proper representation, because representation done poorly can do more damage than it can good, and I think in this light it's only beneficial.
Having some of that animal instinct.
Yes.
Did you go to the zoo? Do you have a
Okay, yeah. So I've grown up with hamsters, with dogs, with cats, a rabbit. I had fish. I had frogs. So I've had animals in my life. I grew up bug hunting in Japan, and to prep for the animals, I spent numerous hours on YouTube replaying the same 3-minute clip over and over of the way animals breathe or the way they communicate in the sounds they make in their vocal box, and that's as much as I can bring to the animal instinct. I'm not walking around on set on all fours, but anything I can do with my vocal box, I try to attempt. And what I did with the tiger was primarily me. Yeah.
What animal would you like to see Beast Boy portray?
One sec, she's tried to ask this question before.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What draws your character to Raven when you guys first meet? Is it just that she's a pretty girl in the arcade, or does he sense that she's like...
No, I don't think that he understands. I don't think he sees the grand scheme of everything yet, but he sees an outsider. He sees an outlier. He sees somebody that maybe is reminiscent of the family that he's from. So therefore, there is an interest in getting to know her. But of course, you know, in Garfield Logan, 15-year-old Beast Boy's eyes, you know, she's a cute girl, and he's snuck out of the house. He wants to say hi. Yeah.
Sorry guys, I got to steal him away.
Thank you very much.